Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ninja Chris, and we have yet another Ninja Chris cast. Glad to have you with me today. We were once again suggested a nice little game from over at the Dota 2 casted area, and we got it running right now in the background as we speak. So I'm actually very excited over this game. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to be moving into it very shortly. Once again, I just want to let you know if you wish to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate that. Otherwise, if you're not interested yet, no sweat. I would recommend go and take a look over at my YouTube channel. I'm at youtube.com/user/NinjaChrisCasts. Also, I am over at Dota 2. I am also at Dota 2 Cast It. I am also currently looking for some extra work. So if you enjoy my recordings and my little show here, I would love to know what other kind of games you have would like casted. So shoot me a message one way or another. I also have a nice little system. If you want to send me an invite, I am over at Ninja Chris Casts on Steam. So just type that all in, one nice little word, Ninja Chris Casts with an S at the end. Add me and let me know. I'm always looking for some extra pub and pug games to go ahead and stream. So if you give me enough heads up, I can absolutely stream it live, which would be a ton of fun. So anyway, we are about to transition over here into the game real quickly.
Axe.
And here we go. So we've just finished our pick phase for both the Radiant and the Dire. All right, so looking forward to this. We have Yo-Yo on the Ursa. We are waiting for Teal to figure it out. All right, we have a Treant, Nature's Prophet. We have a Grimnir on the Treant. We have Gambit on the Axe. We have Jameser on the Templar Assassin. And on the Ember Spirit, we have Balesto. Interesting little name. Hopefully that changes. Over on the Dire side, we actually have Nameless on the Sniper.
30 seconds to battle.
We have Dark Trapper on the Bounty Hunter. We have oh, come on, guys. Give me some better names than this. We have Mara on the Venomancer. We have Jombot on the Omni Knight. And on the Kodal, we have a Master of Relations. Just about 10 seconds left until the game begins, and we're going to be waiting to see what kind of... I love checking out couriers, so we actually have the nice little panda on the Radiant side. I love that little guy. And we have the dragon here on the Dire side, so fun little couriers on each side. We even have a DD rune spotting in at the top. So let's check and see if any team are actually going to spot it out. We have an attempt on a creep block for both the top and the bottom sides on the Dire. And we are not blocking anything with this Ember Spirit in the bottom lane, and likewise we've completely evaded any creep block whatsoever here on the Radiant. So nothing on any side. We do even have a nice little balance here in the middle lane, so nobody choosing to block once again. Nonetheless, Dire getting a big advantage already off just because of the basic creep block. Sniper doing a little picking on the Ember Spirit, but overall, not a whole lot else going on. No early attempt on First Blood. We even have a jungling axe at level 1 over here. Don't see that too often, so very interesting setup. As a matter of fact, we do have a very interesting tri-lane here in the bottom lane, just because we have the axe who's jungling, and the Treant Protector who seems to be rotating top for a potential... Nope, he's just here to help out the Ember Spirit. So, I'm honestly surprised that we don't have a nice little support running on the Radiant side.
Cover me, Sniper.
Rather interesting, as a matter of fact. Nonetheless, I gotta say, I do favor the Radiant's late game potential far more, simply because of the Axe, the Ursa, and the Ember Spirit. We don't have any real tank on the Dire, except for, say, the Omni Knight. So, very, very squishy heroes that have the potential of taking off. But, I mean, then again, who doesn't, really? We even have the Templar Assassin pushing back in the middle lane, forcing the Venomancer to pull the creep wave back behind the tier 1 mid. So, not a bad setup already. Hopefully we can see some nice little Plague Wards coming up. Actually, he doesn't even have any points in it yet. Very interesting. Looks like he's just going for the straight harass. I would have actually expected to see some Plague Wards against this Templar Assassin, because all those individual little right clicks are going to stop the shield from coming up. So Very interesting that we don't see that. And as a matter of fact, okay, no. The axe is taking a lot of damage. If he's not careful, he's going to die off to this creep camp really quickly. Taking a good amount of damage, he's going to get out, not a problem. And do we have a dive on top of this Ursa? We have something. We don't have the keeper pushing too much yet. We have a very close creep wave being pushed here in the Dire top lane. So unfortunately, no supports really up here to push the lane in. Or, excuse me, to head back to the tier 1, to their creep camp and actually pulling it back. So this is going to put them in a very vulnerable position, especially if that TA decides to come in. Nobody refusing, absolutely nobody coming up on that double damage. Come on, TA, go pick it up. You know you want it. You know you want it. She's thinking about it. She's not going to... Come on, buddy. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. Nonetheless, we do have a Kodo Blast barely dodging that that axe, or the axe checking it out, but fortunately he does get he catches it a little too late, or a little too early, and gets out of the way. Nonetheless, catching the axe by surprise and telling him you're not going to be able to just straight jungle this entire game. Very, very interesting setup with this Dire top lane. I'm highly expecting them to give away the first blood simply because they've got this lane pushed in so hard. The Bounty Hunter, excuse me, only getting 6 last hits. Let's take a look at that graph. We only have the axe taking the majority of the, or excuse me, actually no. Okay, so the Omni Knight is what happened. Taking over the majority of the last hits, and not a whole lot else. Nobody in mid really getting it, especially with this trait protector. She's only got 7. Then again, Venomancer only has 9. So majoritively denies, especially with this Venomancer doing a great job denying down this Templar assassin. In fact, I bet she's even down a level because of it. About half to 6. No, they're right even with level. So not entirely sure what else they're denying other than gold. I mean, the TA's even got his bottle. Got her bottle, I should say. Venomancer even choosing to go straight for the boots of speed, whereas the Templar assassin getting a lot of use out of that early bottle. The unnamed sniper pausing the game for a short bit. So let's go take a look over everything else right now. We don't really have much of time to look over the graphs. It's still very even, but
Denied.
we don't even have any level 6 just yet. Still waiting on the mids to finish up their level 6s. There we go. Venomancer getting the first level 6 of the game. And we're going to switch back over to, if I can, there we go, the last hits, just for a nice little graph going on right now. Yak's continuing to farm, but he's completely out of bottle charges. What's he farming up? He's potentially going for an early Blink Dagger, I would expect. Omni Knight even finishing his power treads first, so very interesting. Ooh, Axe is going to take a big blast here, and if he's not careful, he's going to drop down to just a simple little Kodal. The Templar Assassin nowhere to be seen, and Keeper desperate looking for that axe, but he's not going to find him. Well played with that axe, doing as much as he can to... Ooh, he's even potentially going to do a nice little sneak, but unfortunately, even the trait protector's in on the jig, and he's going to help out the axe get out of the fight. Nonetheless, here in the bottom lane, we're going to push in that lane on the side of the Dire, see if they can get some tower attacks coming in very shortly, especially because this Ursa's just only level. Actually, he just picked up level 6. He's going to potentially take out the... Oh no, the Omni Knight's actually going to return it on top of the Ursa and get that last hit. Well played by the Jombot. They're continuing to keep the pressure on, especially when they had to force the axe all the way back out of base. He's only level 3, and all he was able to do is pick out his boots of speed out of this. So, little bit of smack talking going on right now. Nonetheless, back in the middle lane, we're actually got a level 6 Templar assassin. Not sure else. We do have some level 7s going on. Unfortunately, the Radiant are now a little behind. They've only got 2 level 6. Actually, we're relatively okay, because for the 2 level 7s that we have on the Dire side, we also only have 2 level 4s. So, not the best scenario right now, but we do have a rotation, if I can switch back to it, by the Templar Assassin, who seems to be coming back in, but the Treant's gonna get out. Actually, no, it's very close, but it looks like they're gonna reinitiate on top of the Sniper, jumping in. She gets a nice little invisibility being popped, but they just don't have the speed yet. None of them have boots yet, so unfortunately, they're not gonna be able to do anything against the the invisibility being caught. Actually, they might even give away a kill to this Templar Assassin, but she does pop refraction. So she's going to take a lot of hits, but no kills out of it. They're going to continue rushing right underneath the tower on top of the sniper, and in fact, the Ember Spirit's going to get the kill. So finally, a little bit of aggression coming out on the side of the Radiant. We do have a 1-for-1, and the Ember Spirit even very quickly finishes his mana boots. So well played there, and the Treant continuing to help up the TA. They want to keep applying pressure on top of this all the while. The Venomancer pushing in the middle lane. He's finally got some points in his Plague Ward, so we finally have some pushing going on. The tower even getting one of those clicks out, but we have a potential push on top of this Ursa. Waiting for the Codal Blast to come in. He's got a level 2, but nothing just yet.
Are fortified.
And we have a nice little push coming in with this Venomancer. Not a whole lot of damage just yet coming in from his Plague Wards, but then again, it's never too much damage, just enough to push in the lane. Axe even coming to stop the rotation, but all he's going to do is get picked at by these Venomancer wards. Templar Assassin still waiting for a return or an answer coming back with her on top of this. If she pops that refraction, actually they're going to go ahead and dive on top of this, and the Venomancer just not having enough. All of her Plague Wards are all the way up, so he is forced to pop an ult. He's going to force everybody back, and if he's not careful, those Plague Wards are going to just slowly pick at that. I'm surprised he's not right-clicking him back down, but Templar Assassin's going to be just fine, especially because that ult is not going to drop him down below 1 point of health. So we do finally have a Codal initiation, Codal Blast hitting. Okay, very interesting little setup there, and he's even going to stop the health pot. So sorry, Ursa, but your level 7's no good
Radiant's
here.
bottom tower is under attack.
All the while, the Dire is actually continuing to push up on this top lane. So 9 minutes in, we've got a strong amount of initiation. All 3 lanes are being pushed in by the Dire. So they're absolutely taking advantage of all of the initiation that they've got. And likewise, because we have so many rotations on the side of the Radiant, I just don't know what they seem very far behind right now. And as a matter of fact, let's take a look at the XP. Yep, we have about 1,000 XP, which on the side of the Dire, which for 9 minutes in is actually quite sizable, if you ask me. So, absolutely favoring on the side of the Dire. They've got everything pushed in. They're going to they're easily going to take this first tower if it wasn't for the fact that the Treant is up here. He's not doing a very good job stopping these towers, and they're going to reinitiate on top of the sniper very quickly.
Middle tower is under attack.
Ember going 2-0 right now. So really, that's the only strength they have on their team right now. Fortunately, because that sniper's been picked off twice. I don't know what to tell you. He's played a little greedy. He needs to be putting a couple. I would take a couple more points in my take aim and just pick at him from a distance. You don't want to give him any more kills. He's gotten 2 from you, so get your gold back up and just continue doing whatever you can, just to not let him get any more kills on you, sniper. You're giving away the advantage that they had. Nonetheless, we have 2-on-2 here in the middle lane. We do only have a Bounty Hunter and a Venomancer against a very tanky TA and Axe, so wonder if we're going to see a little bit of return initiation, but it doesn't appear to be. The Axe is going to return out. Likewise, in the bottom lane, the Ursa, he's level 8, and he's spending more time away from creeps than he's spending at them now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know what he's doing other than potentially just dodging and juking away from these Codal Blasts. And there are a lot of creeps here. That looks to be close to a double stack. I'm not entirely sure. The numbers suggest it's a double stack, but yeah, it is a double stack. Yeah, it is absolutely. Bounty Hunter actually picking off the Axe. They decided to rotate into this middle lane, and they even find a nice little pickoff. So well played, Bounty Hunter. My apologies for missing that kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
All the while, we continue to have a ton of split coming in, or push potential coming in. So this Templar Assassin popping once again her refraction, and not a whole lot else going on right now. We do see the sniper actually picking at this Ember Spirit, but if he's not careful, they're gonna initiate right on top of him. He doesn't even have a whole lot of boots going on right now, or just the boots. They're gonna continue picking at him, and he's gonna be dead very quickly. Well picked off. This is not what you want to do. Likewise, the Codal actually getting the Ursa Blast, just like I was expecting for quite a while. Sorry, I can't find both of those kills at the same time, guys. But the sniper just continuing to feed this Ember Spirit.
Top tower is under attack.
Not what you want to be doing, and he's not playing very smart. So, especially two for one. The Ember Spirit's got way too much gap closer is the word I'm looking for. And he's proven it time and time again. 3 kills in 12 minutes. He's doing quite well for himself. Not exactly sure what he'd be building for right now. I'm not entirely sure. Perhaps... What would he be going for? I don't know. Maybe a Battle Fury? That's the only thing I can think of right now.
Radiant's bottom tower
not entirely
is under
sure.
attack.
I guess we'll find out. I don't see a whole lot of Ember Spear going right now. We even have a rotation coming in by the Treant Protector, and we even have a Venomancer coming in as well. Excuse me, Ursa. Wrong side, Chris. But we do have everybody. We have 4 here on the side of the Dire if they weren't afraid to actually take on these very tanky heroes,
Dire's middle tower
So
under
TA
attack.
with the Refraction and even a Treant Protector. So we're actually going to see a pick off here on this Phantom Assassin very quickly. Nope, she's going to go invisible, but it's not going to be enough.
Concealment.
Not sure how they were able to see her. I don't see a sentry ward. I don't know how they found the pick on her. So I'm a little
Dire's
confused.
middle tower
Maybe it
is
just
under
took a little
attack.
while for that to kick in. No, I have no clue. I figured it was instant. I don't know why. I don't know how they saw her.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nonetheless, they're going to reinitiate on top of this Venomancer at level 10. And the Ember Spirit, nope, Treant's Protector is actually going to get this kill. So, nice little kill still on his side. Nonetheless, the Omni Knight and the Codal are continuing to work on this axe and just do a ton
Dire's
of damage
middle
to him.
tower is under
And Bounty
attack.
Hunter gets his first kill on top of this axe. So, well played. 1 for 1 on each right now. Likewise, we're just going to continue to have a nice little amount of push here in the middle lane. And if this Treant would actually continue working on these towers, he's got a lot of work to do. These towers are horrible, and he needs to be healing them up. He's not healing any of his teammates. He's got 4 points in the Living Armor. I haven't seen... Maybe I'm just missing the heals. But I haven't seen a whole lot of it. If he's not going to heal his teammates, he needs to be healing up the towers. So hopefully he does that soon. We do have a Bounty Hunter coming in, and if he's not careful, he's going to be picked off by these 4 really quickly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He is rather squishy, especially early game. But Ursa just continuing to work on creeps. All the while, we do have Dire pushing in this mid-tier 1. And it will be going down very
Structures are
quickly.
fortified.
There we go. Now we do have the Treant actually helping out with the towers. But lest I say a little too late, fortunately they were able to back him out. But ultimately... Oh, there we do. We have the Bounty Hunter picking off the Templar Assassin. So well played there. My apologies for missing that. I was expecting a little bit of initiation here in the middle lane. Axe continuing to push back on top of this top tier 1. Doing whatever they can, but Venomancer placing some very interesting wards right next to one of their
Dire's
own.
top tower is
Don't know
under
what to
attack.
tell you there. Nonetheless, they're going to continue to
Radiant's
push on this middle
tower
lane.
is under attack.
And Treant, you're just not doing a very good job healing up. Hate to say it, buddy.
Dire's top tower is under
Oh,
attack.
very close, but unfortunately
Radiant's bottom
it is too
tower
late. This
is under
tower is
attack.
definitely within deny range, and Sniper's going to get the pick if they don't deny. Yep, Treant gets the deny.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And so 2 towers going down simply because the Treant is not healing up nearly as well as he needs to be right now. But we do see some return initiation on top of this axe. We have return initiation coming back in from the actually no, further Venomancer. My apologies. Axe is actually being pushed back. Very smart play coming back out of the lane. I just played a game where I was on Dire, so my colors are a little backwards right now in my mind. So, and we do have the Treant Protector actually healing towers. Well played there, finally. We do have an axe initiation, Blink Dagger coming in. They're going to work on top of this the Venomancer first, but the Omni Knight's going to help him out, and now it's time for them to back out. They're both taking a lot of damage, and the axe is going to drop very quickly. Unfortunately, that's Treant Protector just not being able to do much to help his buddy out, so instead of giving him a second kill or rotating in, he just choosing to let the axe die. All the while, the Dire more than happy to push in this lane and take the third
Radiant's
tier 1.
top tower is under attack.
And Treant is just not going to be able to stop this, even with all the damage coming in. There goes the living armor. It went down in less than a tenth of a second, so not surprised in the least. Bounty Hunter
Radiant's
getting
top
the kill
tower has fallen.
on the tower, and Omni Knight actually picking up his Skull Basher. So some extra nice little stun coming in. So very, very early lead coming in on the Dire side, and not surprised in the least. They just weren't able to
Radiant's top tower
take advantage
is
of
under
the
attack.
early game. They had an advantage with that Treant Protector, and they weren't able to use it, or at least the Treant was just not healing the right targets, unfortunately. So
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
we do see some axe reinitiation on top of the Sniper. He did not get the... he got the Battle Hunger off, but he did not get the Berserker's Call on top of that Sniper. So he's not going to get the kill on him, and everybody just going back to reset. We do see a courier going over to the Secret Shop. What's he going to pick up? He gets a point booster. Actually, that's going over to the Mayamaru. Okay, so actually he's going to be working on his ultimate. I believe that's a cooldown. Very close pick potential on that Bounty Hunter, but he's going to get out, no problem. Likewise, we do continue to see more rotation coming on top of this Kodal, and the TA is barely able to get out of that fight. She had to pop to what looks to be a invisibility room, but the Axe is going to get the kill on the Keeper of the Light. They're going to continue initiating on top of this Omni Knight, who's going to be magic immune for a very short while, but ultimately I don't think that's going to be too big of a deal because here comes the Berserker's Call, and there they go.
Come and get it.
And this is one dot Omni Knight. Actually, no, he's very tanky. He's got his Skull Basher and his Vanguard, so going to get out. So, unfortunately, even with all the initiation of the world, that Omni Knight is just able to just walk away from that fight. Not a problem. 4 on the Radiant, ready to initiate just in case. All the while, we even do have a return push coming back on the Kodal, who's going to get a ton of gold for this. Basically pay for his TP scroll right in one go. And everybody else on the Radiant just ready to reset. We have a lot of strange rotations going back on the Dire side. Not sure exactly what everybody's looking for here. The Omni Knight, he wasn't looking for a rune. Kodal continuing to push that top lane. And we even have a further initiation here on top of the Sniper. We have the Dire team actually coming back in, teleporting in, but everybody choosing to back up. Radiant not choosing to put down any sentries yet, and I don't see any gems. No dust, nothing. So he's just going to get free sight for a little while. Actually, they do have the TA drop a ward, so just trap just in case they decide to jump in on top of it. But they do not. Ursa now having his Vladimir, so he's actually going to try and solo the Roshan, but he's going to get caught out, unfortunately, simply because of all the wards. The Sniper actually finding him, and he's going to try and initiate man mode 1v4. Not a smart move. Not only does he get picked off by the Dire, but he's actually going to yep, he is going to get the kill. I was a little afraid for that Bounty Hunter for a minute, but ultimately, poor moves there. He decided to show himself off to the Radiant, or to the Dire. He decided to step back out. He might have been okay, but no, he definitely gave vision to that. So I don't know what to tell you.
Radiant's bottom tower
Ursa
is
making
under
some poor
attack.
mistakes, unfortunately. All the while, we do have the Treant Protector appearing to heal. What did he heal up? Bottom lane. Okay, smart move, I guess, especially with this tower finally doing some actual
Dire's
work,
top
or getting some
tower
work
is
done to
under
it.
attack.
Meanwhile, Kodal returned. Nope, Omni Knight actually
Radiant's
for once.
bottom
We returned to
tower
that
is
top
under
lane,
attack.
working on it quite a bit. Dire going to need to get some early tier 2s out of this, or I'm a little afraid that their early game potential is going to start wearing off, especially with this Treant. The time that they're going to be giving this Treant just to heal up, simply because the distance with the tier 2s is going to continue to increase. Fortunately, they still have all of their tier 1s up, so that's going to help push the momentum back into the Radiant tier 2s. But overall, I would like to see some 5-man pick on those targets. Nonetheless, the Radiant actually have a little bit of potential split push, or fight potential, simply because of all the tank they have going on with the Nature's Prophet, or excuse me, the Treant's Protector, the Templar Assassin, and the Axe. So not entirely sure how well this is going to go, especially with the Ember Spirit. All he's got to do is start up that fight, and we're going to see potentially one very dead Dire side. It could go any way. I would like to see the Dire working on the towers, and I'd like to see Radiant working on the kills. So we'll see what happens. Not a whole lot else going around on right now. We're potentially going to see a nice little trap going on. And looking at the Templar Assassin, who's getting picked on by the Sniper a bit. And the Axe deciding to man mode in top of 3. He drops his Berserker's Call, but not a very smart move. He's going to drop down to the Sniper. What's he initiating on? Initiating it on top. The Ember Spirit actually picking on a bunch of them, and unfortunately, he's going to get the kill. Treant taking out the Codal right before the Omni takes out the Ember Spirit. So 2 for 1 on the side of the Dire, continuing to get extra kills even out of it. Radiant are not able to get what I was hoping for them to get. Treant Protector being forced to drop an ult, stop himself, and fortunately does save his life.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Living
attack.
armor getting him out of that fight. 4 dropping on the side of the
Radiant's
Radiant.
middle tower is
And this
under
is going to
attack.
be yet another, this is going to be a dead tier 2. They just need to pick on as best they can, and this is when I would like to see Ursa going back and, excuse me, nope, not,
Radiant
Ursa's on the
structures
wrong
are
side, my
fortified.
mistake. I was going to say if he was on Dire, he
Dire's
needs to go back and work
bottom
on
tower is under
Roshan.
attack.
Ultimately, we do have
Radiant's
Axe working
middle
on top
tower
of the
is under
Sniper,
attack.
picking him off, nice play, and he's going to continue to, he's just going to back out, take what he's got and walk away. As well as the Omni Knight, he's going to teleport back to the bottom lane, continue to push on. Get a little bit extra gold and XP right now. We're going to take a look at the graph. We're actually at 7,500 gold on the side of the Dire, and we even have a little over, close to 4,000 XP on the side of the Dire. So Dire continuing to show off their lead. They did not get this mid-tier 2, and finally the Treant picking up the role that he was destined to have, healing up to tier 2, and just continuing to work on it as best as he can. But ultimately, I wonder... The Dire absolutely know that this is what they need to do. They need to focus one tower, especially after they were able to take out 4 on the side of the Radiant. So, we'll see if they're able to actually do one more team kill on the side of the Rain and then take it out. But all the while, we do see some nice little ancient farming. It was a double stack, potentially triple. I didn't see a triple. And the Dire ready to fight. We do have a nice little Codal Blast, but it's going to only... It's not going to hit anybody. Ooh, nicely played by the Codal. And the Axe is going to take the very last hit on that little juicy Ancient. Actually thanking the Codal, I bet, for that nice little blast. But unfortunately, they each get 1 out of that last bit. We potentially see some nice little initiation with the Bounty Hunter. And we're waiting to see the Ursa, who's not going to be doing a whole lot of anything right now. We do see a Shadow Blade coming on the Ursa. That's going to be very interesting. I'm a little surprised. I thought, no, Ursa did not have the Blink Dagger. I thought he had the Blink, but that was not him. That was the
Radiant's
Axe.
bottom tower
We do
is
see
under
the Axe
attack.
initiated on top of the Sniper. He's going to do a ton of damage to him. Is he going to get the jumps? No, the Force Staff actually pushing him away, but he's going to get the dunks very slowly. There he goes. Love seeing the Axe plays, even if he is playing very greedy. Codal actually getting a big blast coming in very shortly. He's going to take a good amount of damage. Axe waiting for the perfect time to reinitiate, but he's going to blink right out. Just not having enough mana to finish a whole lot else right now. Choosing demand mode yet again on top of 4. You're getting your kills, but this is not smart, Axe. Treant Protector choosing to bail out his buddy by popping his ultimate, but I'm not sure if he's going to get out of this. Axe is going to drop because of his sloppy play. And all the while, oh, fortunately, Treant does get out of the fight. Well played, Treant. Venomancer actually... No, Venomancer did get the kill. Okay. Very strange. Nonetheless, we actually had a drop by the Ursa. Hopefully he does return. And we do have... Didn't
Radiant's
see any
middle
chat
tower is under
or
attack.
insulting by his team on him, so
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
hopefully he returns, but it appears that he will not, unfortunately. So we do have a quick little 5v4 going on, potentially a quick fight, quick finish by the Dire, especially when they were able to take out a tier 2. They're up 8-14, 14-8 I should say, over 7,500 gold, near 3,000 XP. So actually, it could be anybody's game when it comes to the XP. Axe taking a ton of damage. It looks like he's going to drop again. Bounty Hunter this time. And Dire actually continued to work on the Templar Assassin. He's going to drop. No, he's not going to drop quite yet. The Venomancer are going to go down to the Ember Spirit. And they're going to continue working on this Bounty Hunter. Grimnir and the Molesto actually finishing him off. Ember Spirit taking the kill. Sorry, Sniper, but the refraction is going to scare you away. Nonetheless, the Radiant are actually ready to continue fighting. For being down 4-5, they killed off 2, and they're going to continue pushing. This is a little too much. In fact, the Ember Spirit's going to drop down to the Sniper, and the Templar Assassin is going to be pushed back by the Codal Blast. But we have dead Ursa. He's going to drop very quickly. A lot of requests for reports coming in. Sniper taking a ton of damage. He's actually going to get away, fortunately, due to the... What's it called? The glove is what I keep wanting to call it. It is not. It is a repel. Mini BKB.
Radiant's top tower is under
Templar
attack.
Assassin getting the jukes, and the sniper's going to get away. Unfortunately, they are desperately searching for that. Oh, no, he's going to be found. Omni Knight taking a ton of damage, but he is very tanky. So he's... Ooh, I'm a little worried about it from now. Now he's got 3 on top of him. This is a different story. He's just going to take all the damage, but eventually he will die down to Axe, I'm thinking? Yes, he is. He's going to get the jukes, or the dunks.
You get nothing.
Bounty Hunter even picking his own Vladimir's up. So going to see some very interesting right-click fights coming up on the side of the Dire very shortly. Initiating Kodo Blast, but it's going to hit nobody. Choosing to cut it off early simply so he can get back into the fight. Bounty Hunter continuing to initiate. He's got his Battle Fury. And maybe a heart? That doesn't feel right. I don't know what he's going to be working on. Potentially a Vanguard? I don't know. Guess we'll be finding out very shortly. Sniper finally finishing his Shadow Blade. It looks like he's going to be working on his Desolator. Not if he keeps getting picked off, though. He's actually got a lot of his... he popped his Shadow Blade. He's going to pick off the Ember Spirit. Nice little jukes. And if we're not very careful, this Templar Assassin is going to drop down very quickly as well. The Axe getting the nice little dunks early as well.
Is under attack.
Allowing for potential reinitiation. No, they're going to continue to back out just as they should. They're down 18-6. And the Omni Knight actually rotating to the top lane to scare off this Ursa. So Ursa actually doing the best he can to split push this lane back out. Actually, we had the Ursa return, so glad he did that. Excuse me. We have further return coming back in with the Venomancer coming in to help out his buddy. But I'm not sure why they want an Ursa report. I don't think it's very valid. He is working with the team. He is not intentionally feeding. And he's going to get picked off very quickly. He does have the right idea. The Radiant absolutely need... Oh, do we have a potential? Nope. Sniper's going to get the pick. He's not intentionally feeding, and he is doing whatever he can to work on these towers. Not very appropriate talk coming in from the Ember Spirit. I'm very sorry. I cannot control what they say. Templar Assassin actually working on her Desolators. She's actually very close. I think it's about another 300 gold till that's finished for the recipe. Let's see if I am right. 900. Actually, she's got enough gold to finish the Desolator, so still just waiting for that to come in. There it is. And we're going to rotate up to the top lane where we have a triple push. We have the Venomancer, Omni Knight, Sniper pushing in this tower. And that's going to be a very quickly dead tower, and at least they're going to get a second tier 2 out of it. Sorry, Trina, but that's just not going to work. You're a little too late right now. And Omni Knight gets the last right click on it. No return initiation, and at least it's way too late on the side of the Radiant, potentially because the Ember Spirit was slowing them down a little bit. But you don't want to be giving away towers this late. We're 30 minutes in, and you've only got 1 tier 2 left in this game. Sniper actually picking off the Ember Spirit. So, very interesting return play. Doing whatever they can to get these picks, and the Radiant are just more than willing to give them to them. So, actually, we do have a lot of damage, and here comes the Templar Assassin. She's going to... Reflection, she's going to get her back, but the Ursa's feeding. He's just running right into that fight. Intentional or not, that's not a smart move, buddy. Axe even picking up a blade mail. So, hopefully that we're going to see that blink and Berserker's Call. Missed Berserker's Call. Poorly done. And we even see continued aggression on top of this tier 3 top higher. And the Venomancer wards are going to continue to pick at it, but ultimately I was just expecting a little bit more sniper pick, especially because he's got the range, he's got the creeps, he's got the backdoor protection down. So, but they're choosing to back out. Maybe I just play a little too aggressive, but nonetheless, they're going to play it safely, play it safe and back out. Why not? They have all the tier 1s up. They don't even have the Trinity Protector. I don't know what to tell you guys. Nonetheless, we do see the Bounty Hunter going in on top of the wrong jungle, and if he's not careful, he's gonna see the axe, and the axe is gonna see him. But ultimately, I think they're just gonna go. They're both just gonna take a step back. They do. Venomancer getting whatever kind of gold he can. It looks like he's going Orchid. Orchid was the word I was looking for. Yep, he is getting an Orchid. He's actually trying to finish that up rather quickly. So that'll get him back into that fight, silencing potentially the axe. They have nothing to fear from the Ursa. The only ones I can see them working on is either the TA to stop that refraction and get easier picks, the axe so he doesn't do the Berserker's Call, and the Ember Spirit to stop the initiation, or stop him from running away. So either way, 3 seconds of silence is a very long time. We have some very interesting some initiation on the Dire side, but it doesn't matter. They're going to get the quick pick on the Ember Spirit unless he can get out of this fight. And he's just a very poorly done, is that Flame Guard or Fire Remnants? Either way, just making mistakes, not getting himself up to the higher ground. Bet he's kicking himself over that one. And continue to push in on the Dire side. Why wouldn't they? The Ember Spirit's no threat. The Axe is no threat. The Ursa is absolutely no threat. Laughably no threat. And we do see the potential initiation coming in on top of the TA. T is really the Radiant's only hope right now. Total Blast coming in. The Axe actually popping his blade mail, blinking on top of everybody. But he's just going to tank a ton of the damage. He's going to continue to take steps back. Ultimately, nobody's dead yet on the side of the Radiant, but the Ursa is actually about to die. No, Venomancer. Yep, Venomancer absolutely picking on that Ursa. And we do see a dead Templar Assassin. Sniper still just not getting to use his ultimate. He tries 3 times, and third time was the charm. He picks off the Treant. And they're going to continue to push on this tier 3 mid. Treant's not going to be is down for another 35 seconds, so they can't heal up this tower. Axe doing once again what he tries to do this entire game. Blink in, Blade Mail, and force an initiation with the Berserker's Call, but ultimately he just drops down as well. So, and there goes the Ember Spirit. Full team wipe on the side of the Radiant. Dire going to easily, laughably take out this tier 3 mid. And I'm going to laugh really hard if we go past 40 minutes. Why are you backing, Dire? Focus on these towers. What are you doing? Pick on the... Oh my gosh, guys. This is not a pub. Or this is a pub if I've ever seen one. Focus on these barracks. You've given the Treant more than enough opportunity to try and heal these racks, but...
Radiant's middle barracks.
You should be doing whatever you can to pick off those racks as quickly as you can. You only get really one shot. Nonetheless, the Dire are absolutely not afraid. Neither the Radiant. Ursa finally getting his very first kill of the game. Not before he decides to feed that Sniper a little bit more. Who gets a double kill, triple kill. Well played, Sniper. And Dire just gonna laugh it off and continue picking on top of this nice little tasty racks. Axe taking a ton of damage, and he's going to get picked off. Sniper getting the 4th kill. And there goes a middle lane. If I were the Dire right now, I would be rotating top, finishing off that other tier 3. But I do not appear to be them because, just like I figured, they're going to back. Why are they? I don't know.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, we even have the Venomancer. He's just going to go jungle? No, guys, come on. Keep the pressure applied. I'm not saying you need to take the racks, but I'm saying you need to apply some pressure. You've already got a ton of pressure coming in the middle lane. Sniper getting his Desolator, picking on this tier 4 mid. This is a smart move. I do like this quite a bit. So he's going to get this tier 4, and I would just back out rather quickly. We do have some potential initiate. No, he's just going to run as he should be doing. His team, why? I don't understand. The Sniper had the best idea here. The rest of the team were down. Pick off the rest of the racks. Walk away with something extra. Fortunately, the Sniper had the right idea, and they actually did get something out of it. Otherwise, I was very afraid for the Dire team. Biffed ultimate by that Treant Protector, hitting absolutely nobody. Nonetheless, Ember Spirit finally getting a kill on the Sniper, picking up over 1,000 gold. And they're going to continue initiating on top of this Omni Knight, but he's too tanky. So many Vladimirs. We have 1, 2, 2 up on the side of the Dire. We do have 1 on the Ursa, but 2 on the Dire. I'm not so sure I agree with that. I didn't really even see any mechs.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Oh, we do
attack.
have a mech on the Omni Knight. Okay, good. At least we have one.
Dire's
So,
middle tower is
no
under
pipes,
attack.
no, just one mechanism. But can't say that I don't blame the Radiant. It's not like they've had a whole lot of gold to play with right now. Nonetheless, an early mech would have absolutely helped out their team fight potential right now. And the Dire going to return pushing. And the Bounty Hunter deciding to show up the Ursa and try and work on this Roshan, but he's taking so much damage. The Venomancer absolutely needing to help his buddy out right now. That he is. He's going to... Oh, Axe comes in for the potential kill. He's going to pop the Berserker's Call as well as the Blade Mail. He's going to get 1 kill. Is he going to get a second? They're going to continue initiating on top of this very squishy Venomancer. And... Nope, Ursa's going to get the other kill. He is up 2-8 right now. And the Sniper, sorry buddy, Venomancer stealing yet another kill. Is he going to get a view on this guy? He's going to try and... No, he tried to suicide to the creeps, but he was just half a second too late. Good try, Ursa, but... Smartest play you've made yet, but unfortunately did not pay off. All the while, the Sniper going to go ahead and pick on Roshan for a little bit. Omni Knight deciding to tank it. Sniper, help out your buddy. He's taking claws to the face. And otherwise, this is going to be a very quick Roshan. He is absolutely melting right now. And I'm wondering who's going to pick up the Aegis. Sniper's not 6-sided. Omni Knight just decided to pick it up. Very interesting. So we're going to see continuing pushing potential. If I were the Dire and I wanted to just get a little bit more gold, I would actually pick off this tier 2 mid. Or tier 2 bot, but we don't have that yet. Bounty Hunter finally finishing off his Desolators. So many Desolators. We have 1, 2. Okay, just 2 on the side of the Dire. Actually, TA being picked on here in the middle lane. And there we go. Omni Knight blowing up the TA. Waiting for that. So, unfortunately... TA just not able to get out of that fight. Good try,
Dire's
but
bottom tower
ultimately
is under attack.
not working out for her. All the while, we have a big push coming in, and the Sniper going to quickly finish off this tier 4.
Tower is under
Unless he
attack.
decides, no, I'm not going to pick on the tier 4. They're going to let the creeps come in and help out with this tower. And Axe actually picking off on the Sniper very quickly. He's going to take him down potentially very
Radiant's
soon.
middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, no, sorry, but that's not the right target. He completely biffs the
is under attack.
he biffs the dunk on top of a creep. The creep gets it hard to the face, unfortunately. All the while, the other tier 4 dropping down on the Radiant side, and the Ancient is being picked off. So there goes the Treant. We have 4 down. Treant actually buying back. Sorry, buddy, but I don't know what you're going to be able to do about this right now. He's trying to heal up the Ancient, but other than that, once he goes down again, it's game over. It's been game over. As a matter of fact, that Ancient's just getting picked off as it is. So, the game's very close to finishing. We have the Keeper of the Light just laughing at this Treant Protector as the creeps knock away his living armor. And we even have the TA joking around as she's not going to be able to do anything else other than get the creep's attention, pulling him off the Ancient. But nonetheless, the Bounty Hunter picking off the rest of this. So, well played, Dire. Great job. You actually got the great kill, and well played, Dire. And that's really the game. Great job on the side of the Dire. 40-minute game, gets 38-17, and well played. I gotta say, the star of the game overall was the Sniper. Easily, he kept on the objectives, focused on everything he needed to, even when the rest of the team were backing out. And otherwise, great game. Well played, Dire. Anyway, once again, my name is Ninja Chris, and if you do enjoy my streaming, I highly recommend, and I would love it if you actually subscribe to me or followed me here on Twitch. Not a whole lot else. Excuse me, actually, take that back. You can absolutely follow me over on YouTube, where all of my videos are uploaded later on for easy viewing. I'm over at youtube.com/user/NinjaChrisCasts, where you probably are viewing this later on if you're not watching my stream. And otherwise, I would love some extra subscribers. Follow me, check me out, and if you like my work, spread the love. Let me know what I can do to fix, what I can work on, what I'm doing well, what I'm not doing well. And finally, add me on Steam. I am at Steam community forwards. Actually, I should probably add a little button, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And otherwise, follow me. I would love to see you. Let me know what games you want casted. Thanks again, and have a great day, guys.